The Champions League draw has just taken place, and we are treated, as football fans, are treated to every single one of those quarterfinal games, all 4 matchups, being absolutely outstanding matchups on paper that could well produce in every single tie. It's going to be such a good watch, every single one of them. We start off with the first one that got drawn, Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. Kind of poetic. I just made a video about it on my Arsenal channel, so if you want to check it out, go check that out. But I made a video giving my thoughts for this, but it's kind of poetic. Arsenal playing Bayern. Last time they played each other, Arsenal lost 5-1 on both games, losing 10-2 on aggregate. It's also Eric Dyer and Harry Kane, the both former Tottenham players, playing Arsenal, which is such a good storyline. But if you want to hear me talk about that tie, go watch it on my Arsenal channel. I just spoke about it. Anyway, next one is Atletico Madrid and Dortmund. And these two, in my head, sit on the same level. They're just below pretty much everyone else. But that doesn't mean that they aren't good teams. That doesn't mean that Atleti on their day can't produce. Atleti just beat the best team in Italy. A lot of people's favourites to actually win the Champions League in Inter Milan. Atleti just beat them. Now, yes, it was on penalties, but Atleti was so good in that tie. They really made Milan work, and they made Inter's defense look a little bit shaky at times, which is so much to be said because Inter have arguably the best defense in the world at the moment. So Atletico Madrid in their own right are such a good, talented team. Griezmann is looking like the 14-15, 15-16 Griezmann, looking like such a good player. And Dortmund in their own rights are probably the weakest team in the Champions League, but on their night can also produce. Jadon Sancho, he's been a little bit shaky at times, but when he's on song for Dortmund, he is looking really good. That tie, that Dortmund-Atleti tie, I think is a sleeper. Everyone's looking at the big ones, but this tie, that Atleti-Dortmund tie, I'm going to keep a keen eye on it because that is a sleeper in my eyes. And then the next one, the huge tie, the one that everyone will be talking about, the 2 Champions League favorites, Real Madrid and Man City, will be meeting up yet again. That is going to be an awesome tie. I don't know how many times they meet up. Feels like every season now they've been meeting up, and they're becoming European rivals quite comfortably. That tie is going to be damn well awesome. I mean, you have Bellingham versus Haaland, both of their next teams. They both played at Dortmund, but outside of that, you have the storylines of the fact that they knock each other out year in and year out. This is going to be such a good watch. Now, Real do have the first leg at home in the Bernabeu, so take with that what you will, but it's going to be such a good tie. Carlo Ancelotti versus Pep Guardiola again. Last time out, City got the better of them. The time before that, Real got the better of them. And every time these two play, the winner of this leg goes on to win the Champions League. So if that is some subtle foreshadowing, then take that as well. But the winner of this tie goes and versus the winner of Arsenal versus Bayern. Again, making it an awesome semi-final for whoever wins in these ties. We are just blessed as football fans, aren't we? This is arguably one of UEFA's best draws. Now, this draw was kind of predictable. You can kind of see it. I mean, the storylines of Arsenal versus Bayern, you saw that storyline a long time ago. You're going to see it again. The storyline of Real Madrid and Man City. And the storyline of this last tie, the big tie for a lot of people, PSG versus Barcelona. That storyline has been drawn out for such a long time now as well. I mean, you remember that 6-1 comeback Barcelona had after losing 4-0 in the first leg. Yes, that was the MSN Barca, but that was still Barca. So Barca, PSG have history as well. That's going to be a really awesome tie. Mbappe might have his say, and I think PSG are probably going to go through. Barcelona are pretty injury riddled at the moment, but when April comes around, you never know. That is going to be such an awesome tie. Honestly, as football fans, I'm looking back at it now. I'm looking at the tie, and I don't know which tie is the least watchable. Every tie is going to have a good game. Every tie is going to have a storyline, a way that you could see a team upset another. No team here is surefire through. It's going to be such a good draw. Again, props to UEFA. I know they say it's randomized, but I mean, we know what it is. Props to UEFA. They set up some really good ties here. I'm very, very keen, and I can't wait for Champions League football. We now have to suffer international break before we can get that, but it is what it is. It's going to be worth it. Some really cool ties. The semi-finals are going to look good, and then a final in Wembley. Who doesn't love that? But yeah, I'm just so excited. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about this draw? Which tie are you looking forward to the most and why? Let me know all that in the comments below. Please be sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.